Bless you, Shulk.
Look at them all.
You know, of all the times for me not to, like, sneeze at an intro.
Look at her go.
Well, anyways.
She wants to be an idol.
Welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. Future is connected. We are connecting our futures to go to the Grandel Rampart, to go to Grandel, where people have started settling down at, and, oh, this place has seen better days. The old home of the Giants, which is now a long and extinct race. The Bionic Shoulder having these large open areas along with these, you know, ruined houses and whatnot, this is definitely what gives me, like, Breath of the Wild vibes in this area. Cognil Cogs. Oh, hello. You weren't on our... Ah! It's the One.
One just want nap.
Qualified, certified, rest is classified. Pond Spectre Chief One is named Overseer Surveying New Lands is game. Meh? What Pond Spectre's all doing with these stranger people? More important, why it takes so long for everyone to gather an appointed meeting spot? Meh? Never received such information. One forgot to impart. Ho-hum. One would go to find Pond Specters and make up for mission's own selves, but have wings full with other business. Meh, have idea. Could friends guide rest of Pond Specters to meeting spot? Probably all stuck in strange or sticky situation. Friends look like doing fine job so far. Surely is no extra bother. Priority 1-1. Gather the other 11 Pond Specters.
So this is like the last guy?
Yeah. 1-1 should be done with business by time Pond Specters all here. Can see someone to have word with 1-1, but we'll have to wait till everyone here. Naturally, there little reward in store for helping 1-1. No problem, leave it to me. I will do everything I can. I will follow your lead. Grandel approach. I so want to do a bonus episode showing the original map of this area.
Nene, look! What splendid armor! Oh, it's true! Scales so shiny and sparkly!
It looks the same as any Armu, if you ask me.
Different subtle. Sure is.
Really?
Pardon me? Have you come from Companion's Cape, by any chance?
We've just come from the laboratory. But we were at the Cape just before that.
And was everyone there all right?
Yes, it seemed to me.
Thank goodness. That's a relief to hear.
Is something wrong?
You may be aware, but originally, we all lived here together, as a group.
But then, some left because there are Machina here.
Exactly. At first, we managed to tolerate each other in relative harmony. Obviously, we had our share of friction.
What happened?
Well, the final straw was something trivial. The Companions tried all sorts of ploys to retake the capital, but none of the plans succeeded. Many soldiers were lost this way. One Machina had had enough, and told them to just give up.
And that's when it happened.
Yeah. They shouted, if you rust rats hadn't betrayed us, we wouldn't have lost our brethren and our homes in the first place. Things got heated, and then they left and didn't look back.
They shouldn't have forgotten that we all lost friends, family, and homes.
They're soldiers, ma'am. In the war, they put everything on the line for their country. And so...
When their country was taken from them, the extent of their anger and resentment was fully understandable.
Yes. Still, we who stayed behind don't bear them any grudges. They protected us all, for a long time regardless of race. And bear in mind, in the end, they didn't cast the Machina out. They left the safety of our walls of their own volition. That's why we pledged that if they chose to return, we'd welcome them back and meet them with a smile.
I will do whatever is in my power to make it so.
Make it so.
Night-night, white eyes sweating. Inflammation of tear ducts.
By the way, we have heard that someone by the name of Radsome lives here.
Radsome? Yes, he lives over there.
Rad.
Over there. Thank you. Very kind.
It was Radsome, actually. He was the one who told the companions to give up their quest.
Right. I see.
Whoa.
All right. Let's go and see him straight away.
Yes, let's.
Let's go talk to him about science! I have important science stuff.
Yes?
Want to buy something?
Yes.
Ah, the prodigal's helm has returned. Ah, the prodigal's curse.
All of this is, like, weaker than what I currently have.
Why is the store here for us?
They start stocking new things as the game goes. But why is all this shit weak as fuck? Thank you for your custom.
Hello.
Want to buy some stuff?
What you buying? Oh, this guy is where it's at. Uh-huh, I see.
Okay, yeah, this looks more promising. So, you know what Nintendo Life brought up the other day that I hadn't thought about?
What?
They said, what other GameCube game should be like, should get a fresh coat of paint? And I'm like, what are you? Oh, yeah, that's right. Metroid Prime and Resident Evil 4 were both on the GameCube. They're both recently getting... yeah.
I see.
Baten Kaitos? It's kind of like a GameCube revival going on here.
Uh-huh. Rathaga Arm. Speaking of Baten Kaitos, I want more old Monolith Soft games. Bring back Xenogears and Xenosaga.
Yeah, what the heck?
Stop being xenophobic. Come back soon. Grand Arch. Actually,
Hello.
do I... not that. That! Might just want to do more quests. Speaking of which, it says there's... Oh, I think I know where that's pointing to. Let's just go talk to the Rad Man first.
Are you perchance Radsome?
Yeah, that's me. How do you know my name?
Teelan mentioned you. You are his fellow researcher.
Oh, I see. Teelan sent you. Him and Tyree are still getting on okay?
Quite. Though she did give him a good scolding earlier.
Went to Alchemoth again, did he? I did warn him not to be reckless. But when it comes to his research, that boy has tunnel vision. To be honest, so does Tyree.
Does she come here much as well?
No, hardly ever. She's even more focused on the work than Teelan. I couldn't begin to guess why she's so driven.
It must be about her mother after all.
Radsome, we have questions. About the Fog King.
Well, I don't know if I have answers. Do I look like a Radio Shack to you?
I see. That's why you're so curious.
We need more to go on. What can you tell us?
Because of the Telethia's ether field, the Fog King and his fog beasts seem, well, unable to escape Alchemoth.
Ether field?
Yeah. It's the means by which Telethia eliminate any excess ether that they absorb. Now, the Fog King and his beasts happen to give off an awful lot of ether.
I see. So all Telethia in the vicinity flock there, to feed on the ether. And, as a result, keep the threat contained.
Oh, this hurt noggin of Kino. It get worse if not shut up.
But my ether, it worked against fog beasts, but not the Fog King. Or rather, it didn't even seem to make direct contact with him.
Shulk, Melia, would you do me a favor and head to Teelan's lab, borrow his Telethia research notes for me?
Sure, we can do that for you.
There's something I'd like to look up about the Telethia's ether field.
Understood.
On another note, we heard that you spoke out against the companions.
I voiced an opinion, yes. I can understand their impatience. Their ancestral home was right there. However, I couldn't abide watching them throw away more lives for nothing.
Nothing. Sounds quite stark.
At first, there were hundreds of us living here. But now, well, you've seen for yourselves.
And all because of the Fog King.
Yeah. So I think you can see why I said what I said. If we end up extinct, we'll have won nothing.
Well spoken. But I'm sure the companions would find those words hard to swallow. I'm sorry. Your people are no more free to go home than we are.
No need for you to apologize, Melia. In truth, it's not costing me any sleep. They seem to be catching on too. After all, they've stayed put since then.
When you put it like that.
Great view from up here.
The people of Grandel, they're living under considerable strain, not knowing what became of their homes, and with no means of return.
But that's also true of Maxis. His people lost their homes too.
Yes, but they're feeling desperate, and it's making them unreasonable.
it too sad?
We were like that too once, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
That true?
But we learned, eventually. All because we wanted to protect the world. And we made that dream a reality. We brought down Zanza.
Overcoming our prejudice gave us strength in unity.
You killed God.
Because we shared a goal.
Radzum's folk, the companions, and us as well. We all share the same goal.
If you think about it, though, Zanza was almost like a false god.
Defeating the Fog King and returning home.
Sounds like job for Hero Punkino. Just let Nene at him.
Thank you, everyone.
Alvis was more like the real god.
Yeah.
Mama, what that thing?
Does anyone have a ring here?
Is that...
Seem to have lost a ring somewhere.
Seriously.
Doesn't help that the wearer goes invisible.
It's like the one we saw in Alchemoth, but much, much larger.
You're right.
Shulk, let's see if we can get closer.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Alchemoth, Alchemoth may be a mistranslation. It seems like it was supposed to be Akamoth, which is a word from Gnosticism. Most of Xeno everything, not just Xenoblade, but like Xenosaga, Xenogears, is very steeped in Gnosticism. And I keep having to remind myself that the G in Gnosticism is silent. It is a silent G. It is not Gnosticism.
Gnosticism.
Are you that?
Have you been acquainted with Lady Winnie? She's a Homs who fled here from Alchemoth. I was very worried for her when we first arrived in Grandel. She was broken physically and spiritually. She devotes herself to looking after the Armus these days, and tries to put on a brave face, but I can tell. Sometimes there's this most vulnerable look in her eyes, and I find it really rather compelling. Sorry. Perhaps that was a bad turn of phrase. I just want to look after her, alright? Make sure she's safe. Anyways, Akamoth is a term from Gnosticism that people debate over whether it's a Hebrew word or a Greek word, but these days people don't really use the term Akamoth anymore. They use the term the Lower Sophia. Seems like it's lacking punch. Anything else we could use?
Alright.
Wait, it seems like it's lacking punch. Anything else we can use? Huh? You want something from me? Your faces kind of have that look. Right, I see. That sounds right. And you came from Companion's Cape. And you came from Companion's Cape? Then, I've got a question for you. On your way to Grandel, did you come across any hard-looking rock or rare materials or anything like that? Saw some ether deposits. Yeah, I know all about those. We have a few of them in Grandel as well. Well, still, thanks for telling me about that. I've got something to talk to you about as well, if that's okay. Could you go into more detail? Right, so I'm currently making tools for those fixing and expanding the ramparts, and I'd like to make them stronger. That's why I've been asking after better materials. Well, actually, I've got an idea, but I need a catalyst to make it work. I'm not tough enough to track it down myself, but since you knew all
Wait, what? Since you knew all kinds of other materials.
But since you knew all kinds of other materials, I figured, say now I think about it, couldn't I just ask you lot to get it and bring it back to me? That'd be way easier, right? The catalyst I want to use is found near the Bara Ruins Cave. It's a stone. People call it the Cerulean Shard?
Yeah, like Misty's tan.
Yeah, people call it the Cerulean Shard. As for your reward, maybe I could upgrade any tools you're carrying while I'm working on ours? I can work on anything, like, for example, that ether pick you've got. How about it? I bet I could strengthen it to improve the output, so you could mine better stuff. Not too shabby, eh? Except, I was hoping you'd say that. Phew! I'm really glad you just happened to be walking right by. Well, don't let me stop you. I'll be waiting. No problem. Leave it to me. With Mr. Shulk here, we'll be finished in quick step. Only because you've got my back, Nene. I've got new side quest stuff to Sub-Zero Steel.
Sub-Zero Steel wins.
Oh, there's a question all the way out that way. Maybe I should go and see what is up. But yeah, apparently Akamov can loosely be translated to Sophia, which is the more common word that people use these days.
Huh.
And as we all know, Sophia is a tank.
Yeah.
It's one of the wisdoms of, Gnosticism. Gnosticism is also where the Monado gets its name from. It's named after the monad. Or monad? Monad? Monad?
Menagerie.
I'm not 100% sure on the detail. I'm not someone who really follows Gnostic crap myself. One interpretation I've heard of the monad was like the belief that the god of the Bible is like a usurper god and the monad is the one real god or something like that. That's one interpretation I've heard, but there's others. Shoo-shoo.
Shoo-shoo.
Meh. Shoo-shoo just looking at tree. If friends not need anything, please get out of tuft of shoo-shoo. Cannot tell anyone that fell from tree. Whoever heard of Napon girl who can't climb trees? Meh, so embarrassed. Oh, that's okay, shoo-shoo. Shoo-shoo looking at tree. If friends need anything, please get out. It not look like just looking at tree. Not look like just looking at tree. Face look almost pained expression. How you know? Nene have brother Pon of similar age, so learn to read all sorts of signs. Has something happened? Okay, well, Shoo-Shoo loved to climb tree. Climb every tree in area, sometimes twice. But then Shoo-Shoo stopped paying attention and get discovered by monsters. Luckily managed to climb up this tree just in time to escape from attack. But then, once monsters go away, Shushu breathes sigh of relief so deep, slip off branch and fall down. That when Shushu get hurt and now cannot even move, and also somehow climb trees, now feels scary dangerous. But who ever heard of Napon that not climb trees? That not even little bit right, but first we should deal with Hurdy Hurt. He'll Hurdy Hurt his trivial part, just need Pepity Herb.
Use the boost to get through!
Gather a Pepity Herb from a tap up the Cragmaw Caverns. Shushu not need help. Will be fine on own strength. Should not talk nonsense when Nene offer help. Please tell where can find Pepity Herb. Meh? Nene pick Pepity Herb instead. It grow on top of Cragmaw Caverns, but that all Nene wanted to hear. Leave to Nene is teeny tiny deal.
Go get the Pepity Herb. Your father saved me like that too!
Well, Ricky is the hero.
Nene, hungry for action.
Everyone, do your best.
I expect nothing short of our very best.
It's like, monster is very difficult. You can do it, Father.
Ricky here too. Ricky, believe it, Nene.
Nene's starting to get toasty. Oh, yes, sir.
This'll leave a mark.
Now.
Shake your ass.
Uncle Rumble growl.
But we cannot be reckless.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
You know, I was thinking about this, but I think it was maybe last week or something, but I never brought it up in regards to Star Fox 64 3D. How I think it was cool they brought the voice actors back, and I think they did a good job. But it's kind of funny because I'm so used to what they sound like in the N64 version. So when I hear them, I'm like, something feels off. Especially the train guy. He sounds kind of different.
Sometimes voice actors forget how to do voices.
Yeah, like, there's certain ones that I'm like, doesn't quite sound as satisfying. Usually when the bosses are yelling. Like, and stop it! Or, I can't believe I lost to this Ska!
Do you think it's because in the original recordings they were a bit rougher around the edges, so it came off a bit more, what am I trying to say here exactly? Like, in the original recording they had, less, experience, so it was just like
a rougher go at it.
Which kind of gave it more of like a meme quality to it,
Yeah.
whereas in the 3DS version they might actually be trying.
Yeah.
Rainbow Carrot.
Rainbow Carrot.
Almost sounds like a vegetable or whatever you would see in frickin' I'm having a brain fart right now. In frickin' Crystal Chronicles.
Oh yeah.
Although in Crystal Chronicles it's rainbow grapes and it's star carrots.
Yep.
Grandel Ramparts. Inclined to climb. Nene will go and pick... You can definitely tell that she is Ricky's daughter. She is big.
Yeah. Yes, friends have met Nene before. She looked completely different.
I mean, there were a bunch of, like, generic Nopon NPCs that had Ricky's daughter as their,
It's almost like they didn't plan this ahead or something.
I mean, Xenoblade 1 was originally planned as, like, a one-and-done game. It was not planned as a series.
Oh, just make his children look like whatever.
Let's keep this up.
Nene, hungry for...
And what I find so funny is they didn't even have to show that flashback, cut to a flashback thing. They could have just not done that. They could just said, yes, we met before, and then that would be in it. They showed the picture. I'm like, why are you showing the picture? It looks nothing like this.
She looks nothing like that now. But she's like, yeah, we Nopon, we grow up. We have big growth spurts.
Alright, I'm feeling it. Almost there.
Let us keep up that
mark.
Nene, make it look easy. Let us hurry onwards.
Piece of cake.
So you know, on like the last episode, I was saying that it's odd that the enemies actually have like readable animations when they really didn't need to make them like that.
Uh-huh.
I was forgetting about the fact that you can interrupt enemies' attacks and arts by inflicting break or topple or whatnot on them. So even though you don't need to make the animations readable for a game that plays like this because you can't like block or dodge, if you use a break or topple art or whatnot on them while they're winding up for their attacks, you can make them you can totally make them whiff an attack.
I'm ready.
Summon bolt! Twirly, twirly, twirly! Nene's starting to get toasty! Nene, take that! Nene, ready and aim! Enemy down! Score one for come to Nene! Excellent shot! Good chance to use the now! Mr. Sharp!
Joink!
Your skill is captivating!
Everyone, let's go.
Gotcha!
Do.
Even need after battle snacks!
Nice job.
Let us remain vigilant.
Ah. This is the cerulean shard that one dude wounded.
Congratulations on winning this gym battle. Here's the Cerulean Shard.
Now we're in the Cinnabar Plateau.
Where you'll fight the Elite Four and Blaine for some reason.
And Blaine was... Don't you know, he's an Elite Four now.
They moved then to go plateau here.
Nene's ready and able. Don't lose focus. Nothing to it.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
Let's
Doink.
Aren't they gonna get surprised when the whole island gets messed up by a volcano?
Nene, hungry for action.
I thought that was
Actually-
really clever.
Short of our very best.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but didn't they, like, not do that for Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Or...
Oh, they did?
Tum Tum go rumble.
They, like, add stuff?
I think in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, it's just Cinnabar Island as it was.
Oh.
I think the reason they did the whole volcano thing was because of,
Time restrictions?
not time.
Oh, space restrictions.
Yes. Just like how...
I like we went from time to space. Dialga and Palkia, get out here.
But, you know, it's like how the original Gold and Silver didn't have the, what's it called? The Verdian Forest. but Heart Gold Soul Silver has the Viridian Forest.
Yeah, they went all out. Unlike a certain other game.
Summon Flare! Summon...
We can definitely do this!
Highborn Alexandra!
Highborn. Oh dear, look at the peasants.
Actually, I think Alexandra would be a feminine name.
Yeah, it's like... Oh dear, look at the peasants. Ooh.
Perspectives, do it now!
We treasure! Find treasure!
There's only a Rodboard. How did you get up here?
Did Chunk just wink?
We can definitely do this!
How's that?
Nene!
Impressive. But good. It's good. Very good.
Come on! We can do it!
One good hit. Ain't done. Look here.
Give it all you've got, Melia! Alright, I'm feeling it! Shadow One!
Miles
Backslash! It's over!
Zoink.
Strength is the genuine articles. That feel like run of Polymil.
That feel like run at Palomil. Oh, by the way, I didn't get this during the main LP, but if you talk to one of the people at the Pollen Works, one of the nameless NPCs at the Pollen Works, apparently Ricky's job before he was Heropon was he ran on that wheel. The wheel that Banna got banished to. You know, that wheel?
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's so weird that they reused that too.
Yes, good thing Banna. Good thing we've seen the last of Banna. Also, I found an Angel Bream.
Angel Bream. Bream Angel, Bream Angel. Hey, Sloth Goggle.
We can't lose!
Paradadapon surf through Nene. I expect nothing short of our very best.
Take this! Gotcha! This is the Monarch's power!
Building within me.
Almost there!
Starting to look like an MMO. With all these guys running around.
I mean, it plays like an MMO already.
So why not make it look more like one?
Alright, I'm feeling it!
Alright, everyone, let's go with the raid!
We can definitely do this!
Ricky!
This is the Monarch's power!
That I know.
Most of these characters don't.
Yeah.
Melia has the last name of,
They don't have last names. What do you think this is? A Tales of game?
Melia has the last name, Antiqua,
Yeah.
which is derived from the word antique, if you could not tell.
It's pretty obvious.
Everyone, let's go!
Display no mercy. Nene weather any storm. Summon bolt.
Threatening roar!
Nene getting pumped. Aha, the weak spot.
Melia, nice one!
No stealing thunder of Nene. Things are going to...
They're stealing thunder of Nene.
But Nene, you can't fart behind you and attack him. That's Dunban's job.
Yeah.
Who's not?
Nene ready and
We win!
let us remain vigilant. Have to brag to Dedapon once Nene get back.
I kind of wish that I kind of wish that we had gotten more party members in this game.
Yeah.
Even if they just did what they did with Nene and Kino and just made them clones of characters from the main game, I still would have liked.
Right! Let's do this!
Nene, weather any
By the way,
like nothing short of our very
the fact that this Monado can't use Monado Enchant, I think it's less of a lore thing and more of a gameplay thing. Oh. Weird hiccup right there.
I see your strength is the genuine article.
A lot of people are like, the Monado Rex, like the one thing that differentiates it from the other Monado replicas is that it can't use Monado Enchant. And I'm like, is it that it can't use it, or is it that they don't let you use it?
Huh.
Because there are no Mechon in this game, and the only reason for Monado Enchant to exist is to allow you to damage Mechon normally without anti-Mechon weapons, and to increase the damage you deal to Mechon.
Yeah.
Because the damage increase that Monado Enchant offers only applies to Mechon.
Ready and able. Let's go. Look at Nene's breeze flowing through me.
Behold the power of the Monado!
Behold the power!
Behold the power of this Monado replica that I helped build.
We win, but we cannot be reckless. Did Nene knock off socks?
I think even in this game, Melia can still go, so this is the legendary Monado.
No way!
For Ponspector Honor!
That is so stupid.
Nene getting pumped.
I see you're warming up.
Honestly, there aren't that many lines that the characters say that, like, don't work at every point in the game.
Ponspectors, time to join forces!
Nene ready and
But that is one of them.
We can definitely do this!
Dun, 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 dun. Stop looking this way, you stupid.
Backslash! This is too easy!
This is the Monado power! So this is the power of the Monado. Yes.
Stop whispering that.
Come on, we can do it!
That rolling attack right there, I swear I could picture that move. I could picture this enemy in a Kingdom Hearts game, and it like does that, Sora blocks it, and it just topples over.
Right. Buoyant roasting. Let me tell you, when I go in water, I'm buoyant.
Dream Let's focus our efforts!
There's no water around, roasting.
do not fret. I'm with you.
Ow.
Thank you!
You're a big caterpillar, aren't you?
Ponspectors, heed my call.
You just always have that guy.
That's what happens if you choose the yellow one.
Oh, okay, so there are different ones then.
And forces days upon everyone.
Well, are the 358 one over two of them?
No, days, not days.
Days!
Hang in there!
Headbanger. Oh no, Nene! Oh no, the Nene!
I need to be even stronger!
It's dead. Yeah, be buoyant on land! With your body!
Unless your name is Senor Pink. I find it so funny that you described his swim fruit to me, and then I was like, you know, it's ironic, the one thing he can't swim in, and you're like, well, what was that? I'm like,
I can't believe I said that! Like, what? Are you a One Piece fan, Mark? Are you sure you're a One Piece fan, Mark?
Well, you can swim in anything. That's fruit. Like, you can't swim in water. Like, oh. I think you, like, face palmed when I said. You were like, oh, shit, how did I not think
This is like basic One Piece!
It's One Piece 101 piece.
This is One Piece for babies!
Like I said, it's One Piece 101 piece. Crunch!
I can't believe that.
We got through that pretty good.
But we cannot be reckless. Have to brag to dead upon once Nene get back.
This is revenge for last episode, you caterpillar punks!
Caterpillar punks.
You punkapillars!
I'm gonna get you, going to you, and you.
I'm feeling it.
Purna Luca, I can't make any jokes about your name because what even is this?
It's probably named after something in some language somewhere.
At some time, in some space.
At some time, at some space, at some place. On your face. I have to say, this is a pretty damn big map.
Yeah.
I can't decide if I think it's larger or smaller than the Bionis Lake map. Bionis Lake map was pretty freaking huge. That map had like an upstairs and a downstairs according to its map.
Mm-hmm.
Which this one does not have, actually. But that's partially because the Bionis Lake went, like, vertically up, whereas this one doesn't. So the fact that it doesn't have a second floor, quote-unquote, doesn't really mean anything. The Elkas are all Elka-sterminated.
Happy herb. Do a barrel roll! Yeah, I had to say that eventually.
None here either. Why no one has sweet wasabi, ma?
Kino always rants so frequent about sweet wasabi. Now head of Nene feel like full of sweet wasabi.
Ma! Kino desperate.
Kino. Oh! Nene have good brainwave.
Ma?
Kino. Beloved sweet wasabi of Kino. Kino should imaginate it.
Imaginate?
Exact. Love of Kino for sweet wasabi be put to test by how well can imaginate inside noggin.
If start imaginate, Kino just get double of hungry.
It's not problemo. If imaginate hard will be like having sweet wasabi right in front of eyes. From there, Nene have good plan of action. Trust insist upon.
Mama? Okay then. Kino will trust.
All right. Talk Nene through it. What is shape of sweet wasabi?
Sweet wasabi is small, thin, long, and also a bit lumpy.
And what is color?
Plancy, but to eyes of Kino, it also look twinkly, sparkly.
Nene, that the stuff? And then, what smell it smell of?
Just from remember, Kino drool a little bit.
Nene also drooling, if be honest. It almost like Kino tastes sweet wasabi, just like it here, even though not here. Okay, next. Time to eat imaginated sweet wasabi. But, if just eat, atmosphere not quite right. Kino play Hieropod, and Nene be trusty psychic, who gathers sweet wasabi as tribute for Hieropon. Nene will give Kino sweet wasabi so Kino can eat and enjoy. Kino got it. Meme, noble Kino, behold, is sweet wasabi that Nene picked. Please to eat and be hearty. This most delicious experience of eating life. Brave Kino, this unworthy psychic traveled all across Bionis. Even had to play tag with Rockport one time. What amazing! Nene overcome many a scuffle scratch to obtain this sweet wasabi. Please to save a mouthfeel. In a quill, Kino eat every last bit, including steps. How is flavor? Hieropon Kino? This! Meme? Kino needs a few more bites. This! Meme? This just, no can have any flavor. Meme! Kino! Lack of imaginating is fault. Could say what Nene want. No flavor is no flavor. Oh, brother pun. But, Kino catch whiff. Smell of tasty morsel. Must be delicious snacklings nearby, Kino, but... Meh? Kino thinks so too? Nene just thought hunger was catching. Mama, Sister Pun is good snuffler. All right, we go in search of tasty crumbles. Let's go. Meh.
Let's go! Yahoo!
Anyways, now to deliver this peppity herb.
Nene not feeling wonder marvelicious.
Stay strong.
Super Wonder Marvelicious. Leg Armu. Also known as Larmu.
True power or hero point in training. Hammer feet. Mild down.
You'll be mild before you're down.
But trying. Big sis. Kino
Crunch.
got that too. Good. It's good.
Killing monsters for meat in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, pretty much. It is basically that.
Nene hungry for action. Witness true.
Manta Mora Mora! Me!
Do you want Mora Mora?
Nene ready.
Da 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 da. Mora Mora. Da 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 da. Mora Mora.
It's dead on the ground. The chest has appeared.
Undefeatable.
Let's stay focused.
I've already killed you, Highborn Alexandria.
No one cares, Highborn.
Highborn? More like Yborn, am I right? I'll just do a quixie-wixie travel-wabble. Angel Bream. You took that R out, it would be Angel Beam.
You shall be purified by the holy light.
No, I'm just thinking of Pitch shooting a mega laser. Yours is gonna get a face full of angel beam.
Damn it. I always just want Uprising on Switch so much. Even if that was like all we ever got from the Kid Icarus series. Like, if it was the last thing they gave us, ever, I'd be satisfied.
Meh?
Exclamation point!
Nene, bring Peppity Herb. Shushu can relax now. Thankings, meh? Shushu will be back in running water sooner than soon. And how are feelings about tree climbing? Still maybe a bit scary, meh. What was big shouty voice for? Shushu hears something. Paul steps of monsters that came after Shushu. They not give up on Shushu and come back to finish job. Shushu not want to get ate. Get ate. Nene and friends will deal with. Please to remain calm.
We can definitely do this!
Look at Nene, please.
Look at Nene, please. That's her glad taunt. As opposed to Ryan's mad taunt.
Amazing. But no stealing of limelight.
Everyone, let's go!
Yeah!
Nene's quote-unquote glad taunt is just her showboating.
Battle soul!
One good
Alright,
hit and they
I'm
stand.
feeling it!
Nice beat.
Light heal!
Yeah.
Split edge!
Umbrella. Now.
Nene.
See you warming up?
Nene make it look easy.
Piece of cake!
Never give up, Spirit is hereupon way. Yoo-hoo.
Amazing! Nene is monster strong. Naturally. But Nene only so strong because friends fighting with. Enjoy if Shushu also all heal up. All heal up in time it took Nene to win Scuffle. That very good news. And about climbings? When Shushu watched Nene fighting, heart filled to bursting with courage. Now feel like could climb any tree. But maybe not these trees. If climb here, monsters may become again. That good thinking. Most important thing in tree climbings is feel safe and have fun. Thankings, Nene. Now Shushu go home before more monsters show ugly mugs. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Now look at this mug. It's quite ugly. There's stains all over it. Should have washed this. Oh well.
Nene glad. Nene glad that Shushu back to be able to climb trees. You put a lot of effort into making sure of that, Nene. Shushu's injuries have almost healed by now, fortunately. Say, Sister Pon, why act so funny when talking about tree climbing? Have some big thoughts on topic of woody texture? Is because Nene is also afraid of climbing trees.
What a twist!
Shock horror! Kino never knew. Not to get Nene wrong, once Nene loved to climb. When Nene was little Pon, Dada Pon would always watch over when going up trees. As any good father should. Ricky, I tip my hat to you. Dada Pon is great Dada Pon for surely. But if love climbing, then why scared of it? Bark not worse than bite. One time, Nene wanted to climb higher tree than ever before. Daring mission, set out all alone. Nene climbed like Napon possessed. View from up high was best thing Nene ever saw. But when Nene glanced downwards, suddenly realized how far away ground was. Once realized, could not unrealize. Area of Tum Tum clench up like Wing Fist, and Nene turned stiff as board. Frozen stiff with frighten, could only cry and shout for Datapon. Took whole day for Datapon to come to rescue, and when Datapon did come, he looked all ratty, all rattery tattery. He looked all rattery tattery. Datapon looked for Nene all that time. Oh dear, poor Sister Pon. What a horrible ordeal it must have been. Nene not like that memory. It feel bitter, like licking brog. That why Nene not wants any more Napon to have fear of climb. Aww. But Nene, wouldn't you like to learn to climb trees again someday? After that day, Datapon was kind and patient to Nene. Took a lot of time for practice climbing together. Nene okay with climbing trees in middle lowness now. Was many ropes to learn, but somehow Nene get there. But as soon as ground get too far away, bodies start to tremble and legs turn to fruit jelly. I don't think you have to force yourself. We all have things we're bad at, things we enjoy and things we don't. Just keep going at your own pace. One day you may find yourself ready to try again. That always been guiding principle of Nene. And anyway, even though day of climbing tall trees is bitter memory, Nene always cherished sight of Datapon coming to rescue, like personal hero Pon. Quest completed. So, that quest actually follows up on a heart-to-heart Ricky had with Sharla, talking about one of his little Pon, climb up tree when Ricky wasn't watching and then, fell or something and has become afraid of climbing, and Ricky's thinks he's a bad Datapon because he wasn't there.
Huh.
Not that they were thinking of Nene at the time, but it doesn't contradict anything.
Yeah, it doesn't contradict anything.
I'll be honest, at first I thought he specified it was... at first I thought the heart-to-heart said that the little Pon was a boy or something, but no, it doesn't actually specify the gender. So, yeah, it's like... There's no contradictions. They didn't have to make a from a certain point of view to...
From a certain point of view. That's like the thing you always go to when it's like, this should not be possible. Yes, well, from a certain point of view.
You told me Vader killed and murdered betrayed and murdered my father. When the good man that was your father became Darth Vader.
Luke, I know that you think you can't trust me, but look closely and I think you'll see that everything is true from a certain point of view.
So is like Leia my sister? Yeah, because we kinda kissed. Oh yeah, yeah. She's your sister. No, sorry, dude.
Unfortunately, this is. Unfortunate, this is. And I ain't the only Jedi that's been messing with you. Guess who? Yoda, you too.
Yes, it's true. From a certain point of view.
Damn it, Robot Chicken.
I like how they just turned that into a musical.
It's the most bullshit. It's like, honestly, it might be the most bullshit moment in all of classic Star Wars.
But they at least made some good payoffs with it.
Yeah.
All right.
You lot look dusty from the road. Any chance you have my catalyst? Yes, that's it. Thanks, bunches. I knew I was onto something when I asked you lot for help. Right, let's get to the good part. Lend me your ether pick, would you? Won't you? Would you?
Would you, could you?
Sorry to keep you waiting. What do you think, huh? Sleek form factor, right? You can feel the power at a distance. I can feel the power! There are ether deposits in Grandel, too. So feel free to test the improvements out for yourself.
Can do!
Reinforced ether pick. Ether pick.
We are now at 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Alright, let's just,
Here's a better view.
What is happening over there?
Honestly, this storm makes it even more ominous.
Yeah. Is this another case of just random weather at the right time?
Yes.
Uh-oh. And they're like, we want nothing to do with you freaks.
We now serve the Fog King.
Go, my soldiers.
Miss Melly, look, ahead!
You sure it's not the all one for all king?
The fog.
You mean all for one?
Huh? Fog beasts?
Just made me think of electricity. The effect they had made me think of the
Here they come!
electricity
No time for deliberations.
shooting off Deku.
Let's go, Shulk.
Oh!
Got it!
But his is blue. Or
Oh
green.
yeah, it's a different color. Anyway, take down these fools and their evil fogginess. Yeah, I'd say you can. You're doing a lot of damage to them.
And Melia is really good at AoE control.
Alright, I'm feeling it!
There, no problem.
and not come back?
Shulk. The fog beasts were meant to be confined within Alchemoth.
I don't think that's where those ones came from.
What do you mean?
The rift made normal monsters transform into fog beasts.
Armu!
Oh no, Grandel!
Ah,
What is matter?
the Armus could turn into fog beasts.
Meh, no one to picture that. Must hurry to rescue.
Boom! Action! Let's go!
Actually.
The Armus are on a rampage!
Your instinct was right, Melia.
Yes, although the rift's influence is spreading far too quickly.
Looks like we're having Armu tonight, boys!
Radson, are you fine?
Miss Melia, these armors, it was so sudden.
You can explain later. Let us do the fighting here. You should seek refuge.
Right you are.
You wouldn't want to mock me as a party member, after all.
Stop those Armus.
Yeah,
Bad Armu, go to bed without din-dins. Show off ranching skills.
Ranching skills activate!
Hammer, roaring thunder. Summon
we can definitely do this.
ancient spirit of ice to me. Feathers swish. Spear blade ain't getting popped.
I admire your effort.
Forced Topple.
That's called bolt.
Gazapadapa.
Ice.
Thank you for that.
Was everyone all right?
Yeah, no major injuries to speak of. All thanks to you, of course.
Kino accepts a year's supply of sweet wasabi as reward. Real hero pun never has compensation. Where it say that?
Shulk, was it the rift's expanding influence that's responsible for our Armu's transformation?
looks like it. We saw it happen before, too. Regular monsters turned into fog beasts, just like that.
That suggests more fog beasts will appear if the rift continues to spread its vileness. Consider, with the size it was before, the rift's effect was limited to the area within the capital. But now it's getting wider.
One moment. In that case, if the rift keeps growing larger,
All monsters everywhere could be changed by the fog.
we must find a way to fight back.
We'll need those research notes for that. Let's head for the lab.
Right.
Oh yeah, that thing you were supposed to do.
Alright, well, we'll do that in the next episode. I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Find out what will happen next time. You won't see it. You won't see it here because there's no future visions in this series. Bye.